What is up, guys? And yes, you read the title wrong. Black Spindle is back into Destiny 2 and in Destiny the Community. And so this gun is a game changer. It's an exotic sniper rifle, and in this video I will be showing you how to get it and its backstory while we're doing the jumping puzzle. So yeah, let's just get straight into it because it's going to be quite a kind of time trial. So what you're going to want to do is, as you can see, I have 30 seconds on the clock for a public event. Now this public event is going to be the Taken Blight one in the Lost Oasis region of Io. Now I have heard that this will spawn kind of randomly. It's either this one or Cabal one. The Cabal one will not work. You have to wait until it's a Taken Blight one that spawns, and then from there I will show you what to do. And for most of the video I will be quiet because I do want you guys to kind of follow my move, because it is quite confusing at first. And so as you can see, it has started and we're going to rush over to a couple of caves. There's a couple of places that this it can spawn. But so yeah, like the first step is that it's going to be a small taken enemy that has a lot of health, and it's going to spawn in a couple places, but usually just want to search under this big tree and in a couple of caves around the map. Now it can spawn in, like I said, many different locations, and so in our case it spawned under this tree, and as you can see it takes quite a bit to kill. It is quite a hard enemy, but either way we do kill it, and you'll see what we do from there. So as you can see, we do end up killing it from here, and I would recommend, as you can see, I picked up some heavy ammo. I really recommend that you save up on heavy ammo, because this mission is very hard. So once you've killed it, you're going to rush back to kind of this little sector up here, and you'll see that there is a Taken Blight up there. You're going to rush over there, and the fire team leader, and specifically the fire team leader, is the one that needs to start it up, because it is an adventure and it will pull your entire fire team through. So as you can see, we will spawn into a lost sector. Takes a little bit to spawn, I guess. So as you can see, we have now spawned inside the lost sector. Now there's a jumping puzzle here, and I tried to cheese it a little bit by kind of jumping up to where you need to go immediately. I wouldn't recommend doing this unless, you're a really good jumper. I guess I was not. But if you saw, there was a little crevice up there where that, that attacking thing is, and you need to get up there, but there's another way. This is kind of just the cheese, and I don't make it whatsoever, so I just end up following my friends. So as you can see, this is a lost sector, and the lost sector is, if you've done it before, you're going to know the path. So you just got to follow the normal path that you get to the chest, and from there you're gonna jump into another little crevice, which is what I was showing you up there. So as you can see, you can just want to follow the normal path of the lost sector, and you should be fine. Alright, so from here, once as you can see, there's the chest. You're going to want to, I even make a mistake there, you want to jump from where the chest is to a little crevice to the left. Now, even though there's nothing here, there should be a Taken Blight right there, right over where the hole is, and you need to destroy it, and then you can fall through the hole. My friends already did it because they were ahead. So yeah, here's the jumping puzzle, and it is a little bit confusing, so that's why I'm going to kind of shut up and let you guys kind of follow my movements. You could even turn down the video for you if you would like, and in the end, I'm going to explain a little bit about the gun, how it came into the community and everything. So if you want, you can kind of turn me down and I'll shut up so you guys can focus. Alright, so now that you are approaching the first door, yes, you are getting close, I'm sure you have noticed that there is in fact a timer on the top left, and so you do need to do everything that you need to do in this mission before that timer ends. So one thing that I would recommend to do that is kind of be on all the same page. Since we were kind of rushing, since it was the first day that this came out, we kind of weren't on the same page. Some of us were in the room, some of us weren't in the room, and I especially wasn't really that experienced in the jumping puzzle. They were really nice, and they were happy to guide me, and so I would really like to thank them. So yeah, after that kind of that little green big room where you have to follow the green things, it is pretty self-explanatory, especially right here. You just gotta follow where I go, and then you will get to some parts of IO that, you know, I kind of never seen before, but now you are in the first room. Now I'm not sure if I did say that the first room and the second room are quite easy to do. And as you can see, there are a couple of blights in here. You don't have to kill them to advance. All you gotta do is just kill every single enemy in the room, and there will be one big yellow health boss that you do have to kill, which is a little bit hard. By the way, just focus with your team and you will be able to kill him. So as you can see, once you have killed all enemies, this little door will spawn, and you just gotta shoot it, and you will be able to go through. And then you will be able to get to the second room. I think actually this one you do be able to skip. Anywhere that there isn't a blight, you don't have to do, and you can just skip. But either way, yeah, you just kill everything, even though that is the second room. See, as you can see, I'm not that experienced. We were just kind of going for it. But there it is. I'm pretty sure this is the second room. And yeah, you just gotta kill everything, and you will be able to advance. And one thing that I would like to mention is that I do not actually get Black Spindle or the Whisper of the Worm. In this video, I will just showing you how to get it, even though I'm sure you guys are a bit more experienced, because as you guys know, I'm a PvP guy. But I do want to get this gun, and even though I don't show you how to get this gun in this game, where I do show you how to get it, I just don't get it myself. Everything will be explained, and there is something else that will be unlocked, which I will explain as well. And so you will know how to get it, you just may not see me getting it. But either way, yeah, you just gotta kill everything, and you should be great. So as you can see, I'm not really killing the blights, and I'm also using pretty much exclusively my shotgun, because there are quite a bit of yellow health enemies, and you don't really run out of ammo that easily. And yeah, especially if all your friends have it, it can be very effective during the boss. But one thing that I do notice is that since you do have to knife the person on the boss, especially in the third room, it would probably be a bit more effective to use something a little bit more long distance. So eventually we do end up killing. There's this wizard here that was quite difficult to kill, especially since, you know, she went outside of the thing and I died. But yeah, you will die quite a bit of times. Don't worry, you can die as many times as you want. One thing that I do recommend is at least try to revive your teammates. It takes a little bit longer. Even though you do spawn quite close, it takes a little bit of time to kind of get back into the game, or get back into the room. And then, even also in escalation protocols, it's very similar to that. You just gotta, it's better to respawn, or not respawn, it's better to revive your teammates rather than just respawn. So here I do believe that we kill everything and we are able to advance. There's the last wizard that, like I said, it was very annoying. I think we do kill her here. Yep. And as you can see, we do end up going through. This again is not the last room. There is kind of the big rooms like the one that you just saw, and there's these smaller rooms. Anything that had a blight I would count as a room, and then there are these little smaller areas which you do again have to kill everything to advance. But there are small areas where you will find that there are some enemies, like in the jumping puzzle there are a couple of enemies there, and you can see them and they don't actually really do much, but you don't have to kill them if you want to, if you want super energy, if you don't have it already. But either way, we found that, you know, it hasn't opened, and if you can't shoot it, there's someone left in the room that you do have to kill. We end up finding that is the sniper up there. And so now, once you've killed this one, you can head into the final room. Now this room is by far the hardest room. Now what it is that it isn't particularly anything that the enemies are too hard. In fact, I believe that since they don't have that many shields, they are a bit easier, except for the big enemies. There are 3 big bosses that you do have to kill. And now some things that I would recommend is, especially now, do not use your tether, but then I would highly recommend that you switch over to Celestial Nighthawk with a gunslinger if you are a hunter. Anything that does damage, use your supers that if you wanted to create orbs like my friends did, and then we kind of figured that a little too late, and that's how we kind of weren't able to do it. But either way, use things that do high amount of damage. Your super and your heavy is going to be the biggest thing. And I think here we didn't switch off Ikelos. This is kind of, I'm telling you guys to switch to longer range weapons because things that, we failed and we kind of learned from it. But we do revive, or at least try to revive. And so, as you can see, I kill some people, and it is a little bit hard to try to get close with the Ikelos shotgun, even though it does quite a bit of damage. And so that's why I would recommend maybe something like Sins of the Past, or things like that. And as you can see, we killed him very, very quickly. Probably the quickest I've seen, especially since this isn't the first time I did this. But as you can see, we then kind of struggled to get close to the enemy, and that was kind of what led to our downfall. I would also recommend maybe even Healing Rift instead of a Damaging Rift. Even though I did say that you do want a lot of damage, I think especially for a Warlock, since you do want, if you do have 2 Warlocks, I would recommend that one has Healing Rift and the other focuses on with Nova Bomb, because that thing is pretty much overpowered at this point. And so yeah, you do want at least one person that is especially a Warlock that's focused on kind of healing. And then you do want something that you have yourself that can heal. Some exotic that can allow you to heal relatively quickly. For me, especially when I switched off to Celestial Nighthawk, it was quite hard, but I would use Wormhusk Crown at first. And so, yeah, I would do that, and it would really help in many situations. If I was low on health, I could use it, and I would get back up to health. So as you can see, it is very, very difficult to get close. I really want to reiterate that because that is something that I think caused us to die quite easily. So here I think I do switch, or no, I delete something. But yeah, there I do switch, and I think I should have probably used my super when I had it and then switched. But I do end up kind of doing it at the end, and you'll see how much damage it actually does, even though we didn't actually complete it. See, as you can see, we're struggling to know what to do because we can't get close, so we're a little bit lost here. I think I do die once again. Yeah, don't worry if you die a lot. You will die. It's just a part of the mission, and even though you try to your best, of course, to not die, but you will die, and you can respawn relatively close, but you will die a lot, so don't really worry about that. It's okay if you die a lot. As long as you complete it, you're good. Now, something that I did notice in especially the forums when I was after I recorded it is that a lot of people are saying to destroy the blights, but I'm not really too sure. I do think it might take a little bit of too much time to do so, and since this is a timed mission, it's very time sensitive, and you don't really want to waste too much time. But I do find myself, now that I kind of recall back, that it was quite difficult to avoid them, since you're kind of trying to rush around and try to get close to them, especially if you have a close range weapon. But something that I would recommend is try to focus ads a little bit more than we did, to kind of clear them out so that you have a little bit more space to get closer. But either way, so let's say that I did kill every single one within the time limit, you will immediately be rewarded with the Whisper of the Worm. Immediately, there is no mission afterwards. There is a mission afterwards, but that isn't to get the gun itself, that is to get the actual catalyst for the gun. But really, once you have killed all these 3 within the time limit, you will be gifted the Whisper of the Worm. And yeah, that's really it. I do kind of think I want to end it right now, at least me talking. You will be able to see why Celestial Nighthawk is very, very good, especially when we kind of start to go down into the seconds. And we were actually very close because of Celestial Nighthawk. You saw that we still had 2, and we have very little time left. So at one point we do end up killing the one that is very low, and then at one point we were halfway down to with the final one with only 10 seconds left, and I actually popped my golden gun, and we got him very, very, very close in only 10 seconds. And I don't know, you just never give up, all right? We were really, really close to losing, even though we did lose. We really never give up, and I think if you try to just do it from till the end, you might be able to get it, just squeeze out that little bit of extra damage. So yeah, I mean, that's it. I will finish off the video, and I will kind of thank you guys for watching, and yeah, you know, I hope good luck. And if you're doing this solo, you're gonna need a lot of luck. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna finish off here, and I will see you next time.
50 seconds.
You stupid. Oh, you guys almost dead.
Who?
The water guy, the tar rock, almost dead.
6 months like ES.
If we kill him, I think we can get more orbs. Oh man, we got 30 seconds. Almost dead.
Hey.
Alright, one more.
My family's in Jacksonville.
Oh no, dude.
Say no more. Say no more, dog. Say no more, bro. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Like,
Oh no.